Exactly. And which group post-Constitution really wanted this added to the Constitution?
Anti-federalists.
Anti-federalists. Okay, what year was it ratified?
1791.
1791. Good guess.
No, it's 81.
Okay, what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be kind of going over some of the aspects, okay, of the Bill of Rights. We'll apply it in its historical context and then hopefully in a more modern manner.
I love burning the hate fun too.
Okay, today after school, I'm going to grab my flag. Okay, I'm going to take it out of its little holder there, which I don't think it's ever been out. Okay, I'm going to take it out to the quad, where I'm going to take my Bic lighter and light it on fire, and I'm going to walk around symbolically protesting the American government. Can I do this?
Well, you can.
But you'll lose your job.
Yeah, you can.
Did I do what you do? Starting up, what do you think?
Yeah, you can. Well, you might not be able to do it on school. You might get fired.
So what if I take it and I take it out on Espola?
Yeah, then you can.
You might get shot.
Well,
What is this second?
Someone might run into you.
freedom of speech.
Yeah. Well, you'll get in trouble for having a fire in a non-designated place. So you can't just build a fire wherever you want it. You have to have it in a fire pit or somewhere like that. But
So I'm standing at a barbecue pit in Lake Poway.
then yeah, you could if you really wanted to.
My youngest daughter came up to me the other day and she says, Father, I have a problem. And I was like, what is it, honey? She says, I don't know what to be for Halloween. And I was like, I've got a costume for you. It's sure to let's provide some excitement in your life, honey. Okay? Can I do this? No. Do you guys remember when you were in elementary school and you had the little parade? You got to walk around in your costume?
Yeah.
She gets to go to school with her costume too.
Oh my god.
Well, they won't know what it is. The little kids and teachers will know.
Can she do that?
The teachers won't let her because it's racist.
She can.
But she doesn't know what it is.
It doesn't matter.
Have you ever gone to the supermarket and you go to the checkout aisle and there's a National Enquirer, the Sun, and stuff like that, and the headline is Angelina Jolie has Bigfoot's baby.
Yeah.
And you're like, how can they say that kind of stuff? Is it legal?
Yeah.
My prep is second period. My back was kind of hurting a little bit, so I was sitting at my desk. I had my feet up. I'm thumbing through a magazine. Okay, and Mr. Fisher comes in the room. We start talking. He looks down. He sees my magazine. He goes, "You can't have that." And I was like, "But it's the latest issue. I'm just looking at the history articles. I don't look at the pictures." Can I do this?
Didn't that one teacher actually get what was his name? Mr. Curtis? He had that and he got kicked out for
He got fired.
yeah, he got fired. Did you drop that?
Oh my god.
So several years ago, in the mythical, magical place known as Alaska.
Is it bong?
Bong. I don't know. I think it's a device for smoking marijuana. So, seems that in this mythical place known as Alaska, okay, there's a mythical city known as Geneva, right? And what happened was it was a time that it was an Olympic year, I think it was in 2000. They were doing the Olympic torch run, you know, where they run around the country with the torch and everybody comes out and they claps and it's like Go American stuff. Well, the principal of the high school there said, hey, let's all go out. The torch is going to pass right in front of the high school. So we'll go out, we'll line the streets, and we'll cheer it. It'll be a great thing for us to do, show our pride and our patriotism. So the kids do. The high school kids all come out and they stand up there. One of the kids unrolls a banner that says "Bong hits for Jesus." Okay? And he's holding it. Okay? The principal sees that, and she's like, you can't do that. She takes it down. She says, come with me. Takes her to the office, goes in the office. She suspends him for 5 days. He then basically starts trying to quote Thomas Jefferson and all this other kind of stuff. She says, let's make it 10 days. Okay, and he's expelled for school for 10 days. He's suspended. Alright, he goes home to his parents hire a lawyer. This case goes all the way to the United States Supreme Court. Okay, now, what did the court decide? Did they decide in favor of the student that this was freedom, protected freedom of speech and religion? Or did they side with the court who said it was a violation that the student was promoting illegal drug use? How many people think they sided with the student? How many people with the school? How many people just didn't vote? Okay, let's try this again. Everybody's got to vote. Okay, how many people in the Supreme Court in favor of the student, freedom of speech? How many people with the school? Okay, they sided with the school. Okay, sided with the school. Okay, what do you think the rationale was?
Because now they're free to school. You had to follow the school rules.
Okay, a few years ago, we had the Emerald Brigade went to Europe. Okay, while they were in Europe, they had some students who actually purchased alcohol while in France, I think.
Italy.
They purchased, however, they were of age to buy the alcohol in Italy, so they saw nothing wrong with it. Okay, it was legal then for buy. When they got back to Poway High, they were kicked out. Okay, why?
Because school rules apply even at a, because band is like a school event, so even if you're somewhere else, like at a tournament or in a different country, school rules still apply.
Exactly, and so even though they were off school grounds, it was still a school-sponsored activity. And the court said it was obvious his intent was to do what? Support an illegal use of drugs. Okay? When you come to school and you walk through these gates, do your rights somehow change a little bit?
Oh yeah.
Are they gone?
Yes.
No.
Not all the time.
Your rights are not gone. However, are they changed? Yeah, and that's kind of part of what we're going to be talking about today. By the way, I just found this today, $16 online. Could I wear that to school?
Why not?
You get in trouble with it.
You can wear it as an undershirt. I know. I should not say guarantees if it's unchanged.
Okay. What is freedom of speech? Or John, what is freedom of speech?
To be able to say what you want.
Is that it?
You can't incite a riot, though.
I can't incite a riot. So if I'm not inciting a riot, I can say anything that I want.
No.
You can't say that you want to kill the president.
Okay, so if I'm not inciting a riot or trying to kill the president, anything I can do anything, right?
No. You can pass regulations and stuff.
I can't do what?
Talk if they don't want you to, pretty much.
What's the word? Censorship?
Yeah.
I can't, wait a minute, censorship.
Like,
Yeah,
like
is
show
there
porn
censorship?
like on daytime
Yeah.
TV.
What does that have to do with freedom of speech?
Because expression is
Aren't
part
there
of
books
speech.
now?
Okay, very good.
You can't curse on the radio.
I hear it all the time.
You can say
Actually, it depends on the radio station.
I listen to some of the most vulgar.
So what are you saying? You're saying that freedom of speech isn't?
Doesn't exist.
Doesn't exist. Oh, cynical Sullivan. Okay? Alright, are there limitations into freedom of speech? Okay, then good. Alright, freedom of speech is in its intent by the Founding Fathers was political speech. That's what they were talking about. Can I say anything that I want to, anytime that I want to? No. Okay, obviously it would not be appropriate. If I were to wear a necktie tomorrow that had Hitler's head, and I started goose stepping through the classroom, think I could get away with it?
No. Depends on who it tells them.
Okay, limitations on freedom of speech. So give me a category of limitation. Carl, you brought up a couple. How would you categorize it?
You can't, didn't they say something like you can't yell fire in a theater?
Very good. That's going to be one of them.
We're
What
going
else?
down.
What's that?
We're going down on the plane.
Or like bomb.
What's that?
Bomb.
Yelling bomb. Okay. Getting on an airline going, "Hi, Jack."
Oh, hi, Jack.
Wow. All right. Good Nancy. Thank you.
I got it.
What else? Anything else you think of?
No, but what
Saying shark at the ocean.
Saying shark, okay, at the beach.
Well, that's just fine.
You can't cause terror.
I can't cause terror. Okay. So are there a lot of different things?
Yes.
Okay. So I come up to Miller. I'm like, if you don't get that camera out of my face, I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna kill you with it. She takes the camera, hits me in the head. Okay. And then I'm like sitting there bleeding, like, you can't do that. That was just freedom of speech. No, why not? Because in the immortal words of Yosemite Sam, Jimmy fighting words. You know who Yosemite Sam is?
Come on, you guys.
Oh, yeah, come on.
No, I said
Fighting words.
So you terrified?
Fighting words are defined as words that have no socially redeeming value. If I were to get into anybody's face and with the intent of basically starting an argument or an altercation, I can't claim what? Freedom of speech. Okay? Now, do the fighting words have to be just the spoken? No. 1978. Okay? Outside Chicago, there was a group of gentlemen known as the American Nazi Party. Okay? About 30 misfits and things like that. They wanted to have a march. And they could go around and they could Sieg Heil and Hail the Fuhrer and all that kind of stuff. However, they wanted to do it in a place called Skokie, which is a little village outside of Chicago. Skokie was predominantly Jewish. Okay, many members of Skokie were Holocaust survivors. So what happened was the village of Skokie passed a bunch of ordinances that would limit the Nazis' ability to march there. The Nazis got a lawyer from the ACLU. One of their lawyers was Jewish. Okay, and they filed suit. Okay, it goes all the way to the United States Supreme Court. Who did the court side with? The Nazis.
Does that something to do with, while I may not agree with what you're saying, I'll defend to the death your right to say it?
Exactly. Okay, however, what they did do, okay, was they took a look at the swastika, and they said the swastika has such an inherently evil symbol to these people that it constitutes fighting words. So they said you could march, but you can't do this. They put some limitations on there. The Nazis decided to march someplace else anyway. Anybody ever seen the movie The Blues Brothers? There's that scene in The Blues Brothers where they run off the Nazis. That's the whole Skokie thing.
I hate Illinois Nazis.
What is slander?
When you talk bad about people, that's not
Talking
true.
bad about somebody that's what?
Not true.
Not true. So I had some automobile work done. Okay, I picked up my car, and the guy hands me the bill. And I think it's outrageous. I'm like, I don't want to pay this. He goes, you don't get your car. I'm like, fine. So I give him all the money, I drive off. The next day I carry a big sign out in front of this place that says, Joe's Garage, charges too much money, unfair. Can I do this? Okay, am I harming his reputation, so to speak?
Yeah.
Is it true?
Not necessarily.
Possibly, right? What if I did it the next day and I came back and I said, Joe, don't get your stuff done at Joe's, he's a pedophile.
Now that's
That's a different story. And he was not a pedophile. Would that be slander? Okay, that is then not freedom of speech. I go down to Lake Poway today after school. Okay, I grab my sign and I go down and I say, President Obama and Congress, they really stink. We should get rid of them now. Yay. Can I do this?
Yeah.
Yeah, but what if I say, President Obama stinks, Congress should be taken away with. Grab your pitchforks and your dull knives. Let's get 'em. Can I do that?
No.
No, that's known as sedition. Sedition is defined as advocating the violent overthrow of the government. Okay, the violent overthrow of the government. Do we overthrow the government of peaceful means?
Yes.
Yes, what's it called? It's called democracy. It's called voting.
Impeachment.
You know? Impeachment could work too. You wanted to say that? Yep.
I have a question about sedition. With sedition, could you say that some of the conservative talk radio hosts use sedition against abortion doctors?
If they advocate murder,
Well, if they say that they're like baby murderers, and then there's
are they advocating hurting them?
well, if you're saying that they're murderers and kind of implying
That's a gray line. But they're not advocating. You know what I mean?
so
They're not saying go out and get your gun and kill that guy.
Yeah, they're just calling it that.
They're calling them something like that, but they really do it.
That would be more slanted.
It would be more
Technically,
slanderous,
no,
yeah.
wait,
So
it's
then,
not.
okay.
Okay. Today after work, I'm gonna go to one of my favorite places, the Home Depot. While I'm at the Home Depot, I'm gonna get about, I don't know, 10 or 12 gallons of paint. Pastels, I think. Some pretty pastels. Gonna get some paint brushes and I'm gonna go home. And I'm gonna paint from my roof all the way to the front of my house. Different murals. Then I'm gonna go inside and I'm gonna get a lawn chair, glass of tea, and I'm gonna sit in my front yard and admire my artwork. So I do that and I get a tap on my shoulder a little bit, and it was like my next door neighbor, like, hey, you can't do that. I'm like, but it's art. He goes, no, it's people having sex. I'm like, no, it's a thing of beauty. Can I do this?
Yeah.
Well, some neighborhoods have if it was your backyard.
No, it's in front of my house.
Well, yeah.
No.
Why can't I do it?
Censorship.
Censorship. Because what? It's what?
Obscene.
It's obscene?
It's obscenity.
Define obscene. What's obscene?
Something outrageous and out of the norm.
Something outrageous and out of the norm, like Lady Gaga? What's obscene?
Just like also kind of like making you uncomfortable.
Making people uncomfortable. What's obscene? What's obscene? Sometimes you shouldn't speak. What's obscene?
You can't go wrong with it.
What's obscene?
Bad things that you don't want little children to
Bad thing. Paxton, what's obscene?
something inappropriate.
Something inappropriate. Gentlemen, was me sitting in my classroom reading Playboy. Is that obscene?
No.
No.
Ladies? Okay, here's a question for you. What is considered
Is that
obscene
like that for the class we
in Biloxi, Mississippi, the same as what's considered obscene in Hollywood, California?
No.
Then how do you know what's obscene?
You don't.
You said it makes me uncomfortable. Well, you know what? The way some of those students dress on this campus makes me uncomfortable. But is it obscene?
It's considered graphic.
Yeah, well, it depends.
It's based on your
If you're going to
viewpoint.
like religious school, then yes, it is. But I don't know. Because like the school that I went to, like we dressed like the way there, the way we dress here, and it's just like
Yeah.
scandal.
Okay, so is it a lot of times community standards? Yes. Okay, so the community and things like that might. If they tried to put like a porno shop on Espola Road, would it happen?
No.
Obviously not. The community would not allow it. Okay, if they tried to do it, let's say in Los Angeles someplace,
Yeah.
quite possibly, okay, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Is this kind of hard then to define?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not a
Okay,
good
listen, think about this for a second. It's 1955. Your great-grandmother is sitting in front of the TV, right? Or late 1950s, early 1960s, and she's watching like the Mary Tyler Moore Show. Okay, and in this show, it's an old black and white show, and they show the bedroom scene of the married couple. There's twin beds. Okay, if they were sitting on the bed together, her foot had to be flat on the floor, so there could be no thought of what? Okay? We take your great grandmother and we magically bring her alive and we sit her in front of the TV and we flip on Showtime around midnight. Her brain explodes. Right?
Again,
Have things changed in a lot of these matters? Okay, last thing. Okay, the idiot who called in the bomb thing. Okay? Right? Yesterday. And when they finally arrest a guy, could he say, JK, JK, freedom of speech? Why not? Did what they do, did that represent a danger to you guys? Yes. What if panic would have been ensued? People start running out of a classroom, somebody gets trampled. No, it could happen, right?
Isn't that happened to one person?
It's happened a lot. It's happened during concerts.
At Walmart during the
Okay.
Black
The Walmart thing. Now, that wasn't
Black
like yelling
Friday.
fire, but that was just people being stupid. Okay, but it's like the famous quote is, it's like yelling fire in a crowded theater. Okay, you can't do that.